So, the great Dave Dyer, how you doing, Dave? Shouted me, Joe Passarelli out to give my 15 favorite movies on Facebook and then tag 15 other people. Well, not only am I going to take the time to type out all my little thoughts about this, but I'm going to give you a video, and if you like it, you can subscribe right here on YouTube, Joe Passarelli. This may not be my submitted all-time list, and I'm sure I made omissions, but as it stands right now at 2 o'clock in the morning, this is my list, folks. Joe Passarelli's top 15 favorite movies. Here we go. One of them, I just saw this one for the first time last night. It was really getting some good hype as one of the better superhero movies in recent times, and I really liked it. That was Captain America 2. I thought it was a far better movie than Captain America 1. Very captivating, very long, but very captivating. Great storyline, great swerves, tied into the Avengers. What I also tried to do with this list is try to kind of have like one from each genre. So you gotta see one, if you hear a movie from a certain series and you don't agree with it, well, it's just my personal favorite of a certain series. And but yeah, Captain America 2, I really dug it. I recommend it to anybody who's into superhero movies. Number 14, Pain and Gain. I picked one movie with Dwayne Johnson and Mark Wahlberg. That was it. I enjoyed it very much. It was based on a true story. It was absolutely chock full of ridiculousness. I thought it was the most entertaining movie The Rock's ever done, quite frankly. I thought it helped rejuvenate Mark Wahlberg's career, helped launch the other kid who's been in a lot of movies since then. I thoroughly enjoyed it. No shenanigans there would be complete. My personal list, number 14, Pain and Gain. Number 13, me and you, we share this one, Dyer. This one's sentimental. Doghouse. This is with the great Danny Dyer. It is a British comedy/horror about about 6 friends who are attacked by female zombies, and this bears quite the resemblance to myself and a pack of my friends, Dave Dyer, Timothy John Rasa, Anthony Crawl, Biff Teeney, the starting 5 over there, Alex Sopper, Bubba. We're all represented within that Doghouse representation, and shout out to Doghouse, independent film, and shout out to Dave Dyer for challenging me to this list and also exposing me to that movie. Very good, sir, very good. Alright, number 12, I guess I flip-flopped it, Jurassic Park. Big fan of this movie in the 90s, still holds up to this day, 20 years later. Iconic, helped launch a lot of careers, and you saw 3 Jurassic Parks later. They're supposedly making a 4th. No one will ever come close to the first one. Steven Spielberg directed. Great movie. Go watch it anytime. Still brings a smile to my face. Number 11 is Friday. I could pick a lot of movies from this specific type of genre as well. I'm going to go with the original Friday. Chris Tucker at his peak comedically. Ice Cube still young enough where he was finding himself, but it was very entertaining, very good. The whole movie, Tiny Zeus Lister, the whole movie was just hilarious. Gotta love Friday. Break yourself, fool! You just got knocked the fuck out! Number 10, Casino. That's right. That's my favorite De Niro movie of all time. I love Casino. I love Joe Pesci's role in Casino. Sharon Stone playing the wife who backstabs and cheats and does drugs. Such a great movie. Holds up from the 90s to this day. Love Casino. I think I kind of picked one more in this genre when I think about the list I compile, but you know what, and specifically De Niro movies, I'll go with Casino. Outstanding, loved it. Number 9, this starring Mickey Rourke. This helped resurge his career, no surprise here, from people who really know me. The Wrestler. Not everybody's favorite movie in the world, not everybody's cup of tea, was up for some Academy Awards, did help Mickey Rourke rejuvenate his career, but honestly, I'm a big fan of that movie. I feel like it tells a good story of someone who had been on top and now works his way down in the indies, and just kind of the life that some of these guys who were on top live. And I'm not saying that's how all wrestlers live. I'm not trying to shed that negative connotation or light on it, but it tells a specific tale at which does depict some truth, and it hits home with me personally, and I'm a big fan of it. Love it. Also, Marissa Tomei, very good in that movie. Very good. Number 8, X-Men First Class. Big X-Men fan, so it was very hard for me to choose just one of these movies, and I had to go with X-Men First Class. This was the introduction of the new generation of the younger Xavier, the younger Magneto, of course Jennifer Lawrence as the younger Mystique, and they've certainly hit a home run with that, and McElroy and the young Magneto as well, and all the cast members. And obviously you saw in the latest X-Men installment there was a blending of the two casts, and it worked wonderfully. But it wouldn't have happened without X-Men First Class. It literally rejuvenated the series, because the series was starting to lose a lot of momentum. X-Men First Class. See it if you haven't seen it. It's definitely a good movie, especially if you're an X-Men fan. Alright, number 7. Dumb and Dumber. Mock. Yeah. Ing. Yeah. 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 Mockingbird. Dumb and Dumber. Y'all know why. Great movie. Number 6, Pulp Fiction. Need I say more? Quentin Tarantino at his finest. Outstanding movie. Love it. Great movie from the 90s. Still holds up to this day. Number 5. Of all the Batman movies, I'm going old school. I'm going Michael Keaton. Batman Returns. You had Danny DeVito as the Penguin. You had Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer. I thought she did an excellent job as Catwoman. Yeah, you had Max Schreck up in there. You had all kinds of great characters. Keaton at his best. And I really enjoyed that movie. It was dark. It worked. And the series really went to shit with the 3rd and 4th installment, but I thoroughly enjoyed Batman Returns. To this day, it's a little creepy, but it's good, and I feel like that specifically set the stage for Christopher Nolan's 3-movie adaptation, which of course was outstanding as well. No complaints with that 3-movie series. Number 4, you're so money you don't even know how money you are. Swingers, baby, love it. It's a Bible. It is. If you're not familiar with Swingers, and you feel like you may need advice when it comes to the female department or the dating department, it's certainly an enlightening movie. And it may not give you the right advice, but it'll certainly give you some enlightenment on the whole dating scene. Vince Vaughn, young, sarcastic, all elements of that movie, I love it. Swingers, money, baby, so money. Alright, number 3, Johnny Depp in Blow. Love that movie, telling the story of drug dealer George Young, which was based on a true story. Outstanding top to bottom. Again, one of my favorite movies from the 90s and early 2000s. Love it. I feel like it was Johnny Depp's best performance, personally. Number 2, Walk the Line. I do love me some biopics, and of all of them, I am shocked to report that is my favorite. Going into it, I did not think Joaquin Phoenix was a good draft pick, if you will, to play Johnny Cash, but I feel like his emotion and his pain, and even his addiction that he had dealt with, kind of transferred through that character, and I feel like it made it believable, and I'm a big fan of Walk the Line. And number 1, my favorite installment of the Rocky series, Rocky 3. You had Hulk Hogan. You had Mr. T. Thunderlips, brother. Prediction, pain. You had Burgess Meredith. You had Apollo Creed. You had all these elements which made for a fantastic movie. In my opinion, that's where the movie series peaked in Rocky 3. Certainly a lot of honorable mentions. Love the Star Wars movies. Some of the Star Trek movies actually stand out. I'm actually kind of a Trekkie. Some honorable mentions there. But, honestly, that's my list. I'm sticking with it right now. And I tag 15 people, which you'll see on the Book of Face when I upload this video. Joe Passarelli, my top 15 movies, according to my opinion. Subscribe.